Zodgal, the eighth ray, as we have spoken of previously, was mainly designed to stabilize and clear beings who were ready to leave the Earth atmosphere and dimensional reality and return to higher realms of existence. These were Vetters, teachers, and sometimes masters or beings from the angelic realm, who had come into form for specific purposes to assist or to give service, and who were compromised energetically. They had become so because of events or because of taking on higher than expected energetic, genetic material in a physical form. And they could not return through the seventh ray in this state. So it was decided to create a ray in which they could clear and reintegrate their original energetic state of being. They might then be able to return to their higher dimensional reality and not get caught in the karmic wheel that was very much installed on your planet for eons. This state of karmic energetics has been lifted to a great degree and is not so dense. Many who come now to give service in these end times are not as apt to take on karmic action. The consciousness is such that even though some are very much installed in third-dimensional, linear ways of thinking and being, there are enough beings who are of higher thought systems. The eighth ray is still used and needed, but not to the degree it was used in previous times. When those beings in previous times who were very compromised on various levels of their being, wished to leave the earth plane, it was required that they access the various energetics that are present in the eighth ray. These beings were guided to go into isolation in order to access these energetics. Some of these beings even took on long illnesses that were perceived by many to be devastation, and the result being death. The death of the body of these beings was perceived as the normal course of events, however, it was not. The typical form was released by these beings after such illness or time of integration, through the eighth ray. They might have spent long periods in states of sleep, or what you would term coma, in order to allow them to reintegrate higher energetics. So as the body was no longer needed, it was allowed to fall away, or to die. Very few of these evaders or teachers who came in this capacity were able to leave in a state of the physical body being a vibrant vehicle. It was necessary for them to access this eighth ray in total isolation and shed any part of physical form before returning to their physical state. As the crysted realm is reinstalled and configured to its original state, this process will not be necessary, and the use of the eighth ray will change in its configuration as some of the aspects will not be needed. Physical form will not have to deteriorate as in past times. This is an excerpt from a conversation between Zodgal and Jin Self in the development of the Mastering Alchemy Light Body course. Every time you are dishonest with yourself, you put obstacles in your flow. Every time you are dishonest with another, you put barriers in the flow between you and them. Lies create energetic separation. Separation between you and your authentic self, and separation between you and others. Separation and resistance to the flow cause deep discomfort in you. Some of you are afraid to show yourselves in your truth because you fear rejection. But not being rude to yourself is, in fact, rejection of yourself. Not showing yourself in your truth is, in a sense, rejecting others. The very thing you fear is perpetuated by your lack of authenticity. Showing up in an authentic way is paramount for all human beings at this time. As you do, you will give others the opportunity to connect with you in truly meaningful ways. It gives others the opportunity to show you unconditional love, which paves the way for you to start to accept and love yourself, as well. It also allows you to draw to you the perfect matches and release any obstacles between you and the life you were meant to live. This is what the energies are supporting at this time, and because of that, any choice that is not in line with your truth will become more and more impossible to bear. Dear ones, there is nothing more glorious than you showing up authentically, in your truth and your imperfect perfection. It is freeing and connecting, and exactly what your soul is yearning to do. It is where your greatest strength is, because embracing your truth is recognizing yourself as an individuated aspect of Source. Authenticity paves the way for acceptance and unity, service and support, which is exactly what you and your world need more of, and like all other things, it all begins with you. Tilda Archangel Gabriel.